And I'm Christine Maddela. Let's begin with meteorologist Bill Henley in the First Alert Weather Center. Morning, Bill.
One disappointment after another.
The 10-year-old me is crushed right now about the double stuff.
I'm sure, though,
that was a game changer.
I'm sure we could manage, though, if people were to bring out some double stuff, that we would probably not.
6:39 a.m. and we've been talking about those roads and how they're going to get busy later today, but this morning it's really been nice out there.
Tumbleweeds and just a little construction. Yeah, tumbleweeds and crickets for Katie Zachary.
Crickets, yeah.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to NBC 10 News Today. I'm Chris Cato.
And I'm Christine Maddela, TGIF. We are heading into that ever-important Memorial Day weekend. People have barbecues to plan, so First Alert meteorologist Bill Henley, give us some good news. But what about this? A bat dog. It sounds like a superhero. Right. Bat dog. In Greensboro, North Carolina, you'll find Lulu Gehrig. That's that black lab who chases down the bats for players. And that's where the Atlantic Coast Conference baseball was taking place. You can see she hustled back and forth from the dugout to the field to retrieve all those bats. Hardest working dog in the business. Now, double stuff Oreo cookies, they may not be measuring up to their name. High school students in New York studied the height and weight of both regular Oreos and the double stuff variety. The difference, 1.86 times the cream, not double as advertised. Now, earlier this year, an Australian man found Subway's foot-long sandwiches. They're not a foot long, they're only 11 inches in length. And Chris Cato has his Oreos here this morning. I'm surprised you haven't eaten them yet. Well, 5:51 a.m. We've got some good news and some bad news out here. It is Friday. Yeah. We made it to Friday. That's the good news. Memorial Day weekend. That's
NBC 10 breaking news.
Just before 11:30, we're following several breaking news stories this morning. The first, a 2-alarm fire at 3rd and Market Streets in Old City. This is the Suit Corner store, and flames are now shooting through the roof of this building once again. And here's a view of the fire from our camera at the Adventure Aquarium. This is in Camden, across the river, and it's a very busy section of Old City that you can see there's still some smoke rising above the Center City skyline. And Skyforce 10 is live over the scene. You can see those flames that have reignited here. Skyforce 10 has been monitoring this from the air and bringing us this unique viewpoint for about 3 hours now. We have live team coverage of this fire. Let's start out first, though, with NBC 10's Luann Khan at the scene. Luann, are you seeing that the flames reignite out there?
You know, honestly, I will tell you, I'm being sprayed by all the water. So that is everything we know here at this point. Let me send it back to you.
Now, Luann, before you go, I want to focus on what's happened here the past half hour or so. You know, the last time we checked in with you, they weren't pouring any more water on the flames. In fact, there weren't any more flames. And then it looks like something reignited, and we're seeing more smoke. And from the air, we're seeing some flames. And have you gotten any sense of that from where you are?
Well, I have to tell you, I don't get the sense that they're that. And they're just making sure that it doesn't spread.
Right. Luann Khan live at the scene in Old City, and it sounds like the firefighters, that's why they stay on the scene, just to put out any of those hot spots that may reignite. And even after the fire is under control, they stay to monitor that. Let's now continue our team coverage and go to NBC 10's Monique Braxton, also live in Old City. What are you seeing from your vantage point, Monique?
NBC 10 News.
Now, neither Luann nor Monique could see those flames from their vantage point on the ground, but from Skyforce 10, we could see those flames from the roof of the building. Here's another unique vantage point, a live look at the fire scene from our camera at the Comcast Center, and there in the middle of your screen, you can still see that smoke billowing up over those buildings. Now, continuing our team coverage, NBC 10's Vince Latanzio has been gathering new pictures, new information. Vince, you also have a unique vantage point from all of those citizen journalists who use their smartphones.
That's right, Christine. And you can also get that on your smartphone app. You can look at those pictures and get the latest information as the stories continue to develop. Christine?
Well, let's take a live look at the fire scene again from Skyforce 10. And from this view, we can see those flames are still there and the heavy smoke still billowing out of this building here at 3rd and Market. So from this vantage point, even though our crews can't see it from the ground, it is on the top of the roof. From Skyforce 10, you can see those flames are still there, and fire crews continue to pour the water on those flames. Jeremy Haas is aboard Skyforce 10. He is our photographer who has has been bringing us these pictures all morning long. Jeremy, what have you noticed since the last time we checked in with you?
NBC 10 News starts now.
This morning, new details in the California bus crash that killed 9 people, including 7 high school students. Investigators believe another car may have caused the bus tractor-trailer collision.
Also this morning, fire crews in Burlington County are busy battling a house fire there. Investigators are still trying to figure out what caused it. NBC 10's Jesse Gary is on scene, and we'll have a live report in a moment.
And here's a live look at Center City as we're in for a warm and sunny weekend. More sunshine today through Sunday. That's the good news, especially after this winter. We can't get enough of that sunshine.
And the good news is we've made it to Friday.
Exactly. Good morning. Happy Friday. This is NBC 10 News Today. I'm Christine Maddela.
And I'm Chris Cato, and let's get straight to meteorologist Bill Henley with that first alert forecast and a warm start to the day, Bill.
Yeah.
Crews are on the scene of a house fire in Burlington County right now. NBC 10's Jesse Gary is live in Mount Holly. Now, Jesse, you've learned more about this house that caught fire? One person is in the hospital after fire broke out inside a home in the city's Kensington neighborhood. It happened around 2:45 this morning on the corner of Jasper and Sargent Streets. Police say several others were treated for minor smoke inhalation. No word yet on what started that fire. A hospital staff member was seriously hurt in an explosion at a medical center. It happened just before 9 p.m. last night at the University Medical Center of Princeton at Plainsboro. Investigators believe the explosion was related to an oxygen tank. Crews moved all patients out of the unit. Skyforce 10 over a home in Montgomery County. You can see those flashing lights there. An armed man barricaded himself inside there. SWAT teams surrounded the home in Harleysville last night. Police tell us they were called after someone reported hearing gunshots. We're trying to find out if anyone was hurt. Back here at home, Philadelphia police are investigating after a man was sexually assaulted and robbed in Center City by a man he met through social media. The victim says he was in town on Wednesday for a conference and he invited another man over to his hotel room. That's when he says he was sexually assaulted at gunpoint and forced to go to 5 different ATMs to withdraw cash. The victim told us by phone he was able to get away at a nearby bar. Police are hoping surveillance video helps them find the suspect. Police in Montgomery County have a warning about an ATM thief. They say this man deposited a worthless check in someone else's account at the TD Bank in the Cheltenham Mall, but the money was taken from the victim's account through ATM withdrawals and debit card purchases before the crime was ever discovered. To protect yourself, police say you should report stolen credit or debit cards right away and never write your PIN number on the back of your card. Well, auditors are now taking a closer look at the performance of the Philadelphia School District. The audit will examine the school district's efforts to provide a good education to all students. It will also check on how taxpayer money is being used in those schools. Auditors will review records from the 2009 through 2012 school years. The report, though, is expected to be released sometime in 2015.